like these ones over here too. And I am going to scale them in. Scale in just a little bit, and then we're going to translate them down a little bit. And just see how they look right here. Scale them out just a little bit, so that makes a nice little roundness to it. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to probably take these vertices vertices, and we're going to expand them just a little bit, and that's going to give us a slight look of a kind of like a bevel. If I wanted to, I could try to add an edge loop in there if I want to, but it's so small that you're not going to notice it, but it's going to give me that nice kind of lip like that. I actually don't mind that it has a little bit roundness there, but this is more of a harder edge. I'm okay with that. But if I really wanted to kind of soften that a little bit, I could take all of these vertices right here, just ever so slightly bring them out a little bit, and these ones right here, and just ever so slightly bring them out also. And that's going to give it a little bit more of a not as sharp look to it. And there are some weird rendering things, and that probably has to do with my n-gons. So these dark shapes right here, that probably has to do with the n-gons. And alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Okay, well, ideally, what I should have done, and we're going to go through here, and I'm going to go through the process of reworking something like this. I'm going to take care of these things right here. We're going to dissolve them. Bam, that's fine. And what I should have done was I surely should have made sure that all of these vertices were still working together. There wasn't anything weirdness with it. These ones you see are going to be separate, so these ones are actually probably causing problems with edge looping going all the way around. So we're going to go through and just very quickly weld them. And I think these ones are all fine, but we're going to do it anyways. There you go. Okay, so that should fix a lot of problems we have with the vertices, and I'm going to get my knife tool, and I'm just going to make a line. So I'm going to take this line, and I'm going to put it right here, straight up, and allow it to create n-gons. And they're alright, there we go. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And to be perfectly honest, hopefully I won't have to scrap this object. But if I do, then I might try something else. Alright, there we go, and we'll just bring down there. I'll check this rendering out a little bit. See if that fixed some problems. It did fix some problems. There's a little more problems going on over here. And I just need to double check them, see what the hell is going on. Means there's probably some weird, there might be some weird face action going on here, so I might delete that. See what's going on. Looks like, oh, no, that's the back one. So, unless it has to do with this vertice, so we'll see if we can fix it with just messing with this vertice up here. No, this whole thing. Alrighty. Well, what we can do here is I'm going to go ahead and throw this whole thing in its own group. Head to a new layer. Get the layers right here. And I am going to lock this thing. Alright, so right now it's locked. We're gonna go a little bit differently here on this way. Since that didn't work out too hot for us, go ahead and make a cube. And so like I said, sometimes you have to work something out, and then if it doesn't work, then just start again. Okay, so we got this cube. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just set it up, and I'm going to slowly extrude from around this particular object. So we're going to go scale it down. We got this object. Scale it down. All right, and then we're going to push it over here. Yada yada. And so see, it is okay to start over. It is perfectly fine. Sometimes we all have to work on a modeling area, and then we just we mess up. Alrighty. Let's look at this right here. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to scale it in quite a bit. Move it back around. That's fine. Scale it down. Actually, we're going to go ahead, select these vertices. And we're just going to bring them in. Now we're going to look at the front view, and we are going to just select these vertices, bring them in, select these vertices, and bring these in. There we go. So that object is pretty spot on for what I had before. And then what I'm going to do, get my face tool, deselect things, and I'm going to get the cut tool, knife tool, and I just make sure to go back to a loop because I didn't have it. Alright, cut right here. So now I have a cut right there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select no. I'm just going to select this one right here. And I'm going going to go ahead and extrude, and it's going. I'm going to extrude. There we go. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit these vertices, get this selection tool, bam, move them around. All right. And I'm going to get them just right there. Okay, so this is going to work a little bit differently. It probably end up looking a lot better than the other one was. I tried to be a little bit quicker on it than I probably should have. So from there, we're going to go ahead and select the face. We have the face already selected, and so we're going to try to extrude again. But what we're going to do is just extrude it to this top part. Okay, so I extruded to that top part. Now I'm going to change it up, and let's just put this other transparency on this object. So you can, okay, so we have this other transparency on the object. So you can see what I'm actually selecting. All right, so I'm going to go to this face view. I'm going to select this one right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude this all the way out over here. So I'm going to grab my extrude tool. I'm going to extrude, actually we're going to extrude right to that line. And then we're going to extrude one more time to this point right here. Perfectly fine. And then what we're going to do is take this tube, hide it, and then I'm going to select this bottom one right here. Alrighty. Now we're going to turn this back on so I see where I kind of made my guide with this one that broke. And I'm going to extrude down to like right about here. All right. And if I wanted that little cut look, then all I would do is just take the edge and select this edge right here and just bring it up. All right. So let's say if I want to, that looks like a good shape, put this on it so I can see what I'm doing. Now if I want to make these rounded at this point in time, I'm going to select these edges, and this is, round this one too, so. Now it doesn't round this way, but it should round when I make a when I bevel it. So, all right, bevel. What the hell? Okay, so there's probably a tool option that I have to fix that I might have added to it. So put that at 1. Proportional. Radical, no. Proportional looks like it's going to